Hey all, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking Channel. I'm Darren, of course, and today, like it says in the title, I'm making pizza. It's gonna be more like a New Haven type. I'm using a New Haven type dough, but it's not a genuine New Haven pizza. But we're gonna do one on the Kamado Joe Classic 3, and then one on the new RecTeq Bullseye Deluxe. They both get really hot. We're gonna see which one does better with pizza. So, all right guys, I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bore you with making the dough and all that. I'll be right back when we're putting these pizzas together and getting them on.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Okay guys, like I said, I'm not really going to bore you with me making the dough and all that. I'll give you the dough recipe that I'm using down below so you can check it out. But I didn't want to bore you in going through the whole dough process. I'm really wanting to see which one of these can cook a pizza better. Of course, the Kamado Joe Classic 3 here is going to be using charcoal to cook the pie. And I have the Kamado Joe Classic pizza stone on here, and we're going to set it up pretty high. As you can see, the Kamado Joe Classic 3 is a lot deeper than the 2 in the regular Classic, but it's going to give us some of that space that we need, and also it's going to still be able to get that pizza stone really hot. The heat is going to kind of roll around here in the top in the hood, so that it's going to actually get some of that heat to the top of the pizza. So I'm not worried about it all just flying out the top. But I am going to get it started here with my grill gun. I love my grill gun. I use this thing for everything. So we're going to go ahead. It really only takes a few seconds to get my fire going. The good thing, guys, with both of these grills, I'll be able to get them up to 700 degrees plus with no problem. So I won't have an issue getting these up as hot as a regular pizza oven can do. So I'm really looking forward to testing this out. So I'm going to close this up and put my pizza stone right here on top on the grill grates. Let this thing heat up and get it as close to 700 degrees as possible. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the RecTeq Bullseye set up. I'll be right back. All right guys, same thing with the RecTeq. I got plenty of pellets in there. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to set the pizza stone right here on top of the grill grates. And since this gets up to over 900 degrees, we're going to set it to right around 750. See how long it takes to get up to that temperature. It should actually get there about the same time as the Kamado Joe. I haven't had any issues with this thing getting up to temp really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and hit power, and I'm going to put it to right at 750 and see how we do. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my lid down. Let this thing get going, and like I said, it should get up to temp right about the same time as the Kamado Joe. Then we're going to take our put our pizzas together out here, show you how I'm going to do that, and see which one works better. If they work the same, they're all good. All right, guys, I'll be back when I'm making pizza. All right, guys, my grills are almost up to temp. I'm really just waiting for the stones to get up to over 550 degrees. So I got my two doughs here. And like I said, so this is more like a New Haven type. And yes, I use parchment paper on my pizzas. And the reason I do that is because it allows me to get the pizza on and off the peel a lot easier. And it doesn't add any texture or flavor to the pizza like semolina flour or cornmeal does. So it does get a little hot, but it doesn't give me any kind of burned flavor to it. And you can actually pull the paper out about halfway through the cook, and it doesn't mess up your crust at all. So I usually kind of just take regular parchment paper and kind of trim it around so that the edges don't burn. So what I'm going to do here, guys, I got 2 pizzas. My wife requested a white pizza because she said last time we had pizza, she got a little heartburn from the red sauce. So what I've done with my sauces, so this is a regular store-bought Alfredo sauce, and I've added some Italian seasoning, some black garlic, a little bit of salt, and that's what we're going to use. I got some fresh mozzarella. I've got some Parmesan Reggiano that I went ahead and did myself. I got a block from Costco, and I went ahead and shredded that myself by hand. And so this is some regular tomato sauce, just plain tomato sauce with Italian seasoning, basil, black garlic, a little salt and sugar. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make one red and one white pizza. So normally what you want to do is just take your sauce, kind of put it in the middle, and then take the back of your spoon and spread it all out. Go from the center on out. And just take it all the way out to the edge. And I can take it right to the edge, like I said. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the white. Same thing, just kind of dump it in the middle. And then just work your way out with the back of the spoon. But I'll link to the video of this recipe that I got. It's okay, got the sauces on. We're going to spread out our mozzarella. Like I said, I'm using fresh mozzarella. You can use kind of whatever you want. You do you. You just don't want to overload it too much. I'm going to put the Parmesan on after the fact. So when I pull these out when they're done cooking, because I don't want that to burn. Just kind of move it around so it's not clumped up everywhere. Since these are bigger pieces, they're going to spread out when they melt. That's it. Looks good. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so what we're going to do right now, you can see it's right at about 550. We're going to test and see how hot the stone is. So I'm going to use my infrared from ThermoWorks here and just see how hot that stone is. It's 625 degrees. Yeah, 625 or so. Keeps going up and down. So it's over 600 degrees, the stone. We're going to close that back up before we put our pizzas on. But I am going to go ahead and put the pizza on. We're going to go over here and check what the RecTeq says. So the temperature inside is 623. And we're going to see, it's just like we did over there, what the stone, and the stone is saying here, because it's closer to the fire, it's over 700 degrees on the stone here. So it's over 620 degrees on the stone. And like I said, that's because we're way closer to the fire on this one. So I might give the Kamado Joe just a little bit more time to catch up, get that stone a little bit hotter. So I'll be right back when we're sticking these on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the one on the RecTeq on, since I know that stone is heated up just fine. And we're gonna make that the white pizza. Hopefully I didn't make the pizza too big for the stone. No, we didn't. All right, fits right on there. Go ahead and shut this out. And then let's go toss the one on the Kamado. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, pop this open, slide this right on. All right, we'll give these a few minutes before we check them out. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a look at it. It's been about 4 minutes. Ooh, look at that. So like I said, we can go ahead and get this off of there. Parchment doesn't transfer any heat, so you don't have to worry about burning your hands on the parchment. But boy, it comes right out, huh? Let's move that, pull it right out. There you go, look at that. Let's give it a little bit of a turn. Usually you can use a smaller turning peel to do that, but I don't have one right now. So let's give this a couple more minutes. That looks like it's almost done. Let's go look at the Kamado. All right, let's look at the Kamado Joe. Good, that's looking good as well. Let's go ahead, pull that paper out. See if we can give this a little bit of a turn. There you go. We'll close it right back up. That one's gonna need another couple minutes. But we're probably ready to take this other one off the RecTeq. Check that out, guys. Fresh off of the grill. You can see that thing is stiff as a board, so that means it's got a really good crisp. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this Parmesan Reggiano that I freshly shredded. Finish that off. I'm gonna put it right here and let it rest for a minute. Now we're gonna go get the one off of the Kamado Joe. Check that one out, guys. Got a nice crisp crust on that as well. Looking pretty awesome. Fresh Parmesan Reggiano. Put as much as this on, or you don't need it, you don't want it, that's fine. I like it. Go ahead and get a close-up picture of that, guys. Look at that. That is awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and let this, kind of let them rest for a minute or two. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a cut. Super crisp. Look at that. Let's go. Check these out. Come on now. Check them out, guys. Zero flop. Let's see the undercarriage. Got great leopard pattern there. Good crunch. Both of them did really good. The RecTeq, because it got hotter, it was closer to the fire, and that pizza stone was a little thinner. I think it got a little crispier. Kamado Joe, still crispy, still good undercarriage. Awesome. Both of them are great. And I really can't tell that much difference between the charcoal and the wood pellets. So either one of these are going to be great, guys. So check it out. Do some wood-fired pizza either on your charcoal Kamado or your pellet grill. If you got one of these RecTeqs, it is awesome for pizza for sure. because it can get up to 700 degrees, no problem. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check out the Fire and Water Cooking seasonings and sauces on Amazon, Walmart.com, Etsy, and our Fire and Water Cooking website. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one, guys. I gotta go feed my wife.